What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys with some more news that has happened recently. This is actually national news. It came from ESPN, so it's in the sports world. So a lot of you are probably going to like this, especially if you're sports fans, especially if you are football fans. This actually involves Caesars, though. This is now Caesars Entertainment in this one. So I had something in the news about MGM earlier in the week that I did a video on. This one's actually going to be about Caesars. Now, this one you might find kind of interesting, because it involves Caesars Entertainment and the National Football League. So I got an article here. I'll read you guys some of this, and we'll talk about it a little bit. It's a good time because we're still, in the playoffs for the football season right now. So it says, for the first time, the NFL is partnering with a casino at the league level. The NFL recently announced a partnership with Caesars Entertainment that will make the gaming giant the first ever official casino sponsor of the NFL. The multi-year sponsorship will begin during the 2019 playoffs and give Caesars exclusive rights to use NFL trademarks, including the words Super Bowl, in the United States and the United Kingdom. NFL trademarks will not appear in Caesars sportsbooks, however. So this is interesting because it talks about, when it comes to different sports leagues, professional leagues, right? You're talking, the NHL, the NFL, the NBA, you're talking Major League Baseball. The NFL is one that's considered to be, pretty corporate compared to a lot of the other leagues. So it's kind of interesting that they would go this way. At least in my eyes, they would make this kind of partnership with a casino. So let's read a little more here. Let's see. Caesars Entertainment is thrilled about the deal. Combining the league's 180 million fans with our 55 million Total Rewards loyalty program members will expose millions of people to the exclusive and exciting year-round opportunities at our properties. That's coming from Caesars Entertainment. This part here, this is the part that I just mentioned, is kind of interesting. So it says, while the NBA, NHL, and MLB have embraced sports betting since last year's U.S. Supreme Court ruling that gave states the option whether to allow legal sportsbooks, the NFL continues to keep its distance. So again, this the NFL being considered one of the more corporate operations, arguably the most corporate operation, where they have not, gotten into the realm of gambling like this, because that's just not how they operate. I'll finish this part here. There's a paragraph here. It says the NFL Caesars partnership is for casino gaming only and does not include sports betting, daily fantasy, or hotel/resorts. That also applies to 7 NFL franchises that have partnerships with Caesars Entertainment already. So we have the Atlanta Falcons, the Baltimore Ravens, Chicago Bears, Indianapolis Colts, New Orleans Saints, Oakland Raiders, and Philadelphia Eagles. The NBA, NHL, and MLB each have deals done with MGM Resorts International that have been more centered on sports betting. MGM Sportsbook will use official league data from those league partners to fuel their bookmaking operations. The NBA logo was also on display inside the sportsbook at the Borgata in Atlantic City in the fall. NFL Caesars deal does not include data sharing. Then it just closed to say Vegas will host the 2020 NFL Draft. For those of you who didn't notice, that's a fun fact. So in 2020, Las Vegas is going to host the NFL Draft here. It says Caesars operates sportsbooks in Mississippi, Nevada, and New Jersey, and is aiming to open its Pennsylvania property in the coming months. So I thought this was simply interesting just for the fact that the NFL is not one to usually want to get into things like, they're more hands-off when it comes to things legally, I should say, when it comes to like gambling and things like that. And that was, remember, guys, part of the big discussion here, just with the Raiders coming to town. A lot of people did not think that, the NFL wanted any professional sports and an NFL team here in Las Vegas, because obviously people thought it'd be a big conflict of interest with, gambling here on the Strip, gambling here in Nevada. And that was one of the discussions too, even before the Vegas Golden Knights got here, was that, some people thought Vegas would never have any sports teams just because there was such a conflict of interest when it came to gambling here in Nevada. So I just find this interesting that the NFL chose to take this approach, and they actually chose to, open themselves up to this, to have an official, casino sponsor at the league level. So, I want to hear what you guys have to think about this. Obviously, laws keep changing when it comes to gaming, when it comes to gambling. I mean, Vegas, or I should say Nevada in general, for a long time, was the monopoly on gambling, and it was the monopoly on sports betting. And we do have the Supreme Court ruling earlier in the year. I did a video on that, I think in the summertime, talking about, how much that will affect Las Vegas, because, other states can now have their own sports books. The gambling has opened up more and more between, casinos opening in smaller casinos opening in other states, people doing online gambling, online sports betting. I mean, it seems to be becoming much more and more mainstream. and the laws keep changing. So this is the first time that I know of that the NFL, has really seemed to take a big step in being more open to something like this. So I want to know what you guys have to think about this down below, down in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do subscribe. We've got a lot of other videos coming in the future, walking videos that give you guys, kind of updates on what's going on here in town, whether it be with MGM, whether it be with Caesars, or, something smaller. In that scenario, if you guys want to talk to me on Clarity, link down below for that. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, link down below for that as well. And my tip sheet for 2019, top 50 tips that I put together myself, link down below for that as well. Thanks for watching this video, guys. That's going to be for this one. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.